welcome you to our first game of the night. We had one game got pushed back. That 6 o'clock game will be a game that will be played tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Welcome to Kansas City, Kansas. I am David Hill, product of HSPN Sports and HSPNSports.com. We bring you 7th grade Team Missouri versus 7th grade Team Iowa. Team Iowa will be the home team. You see them in the dark jerseys, and opposite on the other side of the field is Team Missouri in the sharp gray, almost metallic gray uniforms, white helmets. And so we're just about ready to kick off here. 7:30 is kickoff time here out of Kansas City. It's a nice night here in Kansas City, Kansas at Bishop Miege High School, a famed high school here in the Kansas City area. We've got an excellent facility here, excellent field, and excellent conditions tonight. We have done this type of thing before in some of the worst conditions, and tonight is actually just beautiful at about 40 degrees. Nice group of people in the stands, and getting set for Missouri versus Iowa. First game of the Hall of Fame Academy version, Kansas City version, 2020 version of the tournament. Throughout the game, I will bring you some interesting tidbits about some of the members of several teams. Team Iowa, several interesting stories about some of the players that will be on the field today, and I'll bring you some of their special bios as we go through the game. But we're about set to kick off here, and it looks like Missouri will be kicking off to Iowa. And as you look on your screen going left to right, Team Iowa will be going from right to left to start the game with the football.
All right, here we go with this 7th grade game. We got Team Iowa versus Team Missouri. Team Iowa won the toss and elected to receive.
We are excited to bring you this action here tonight. I'm excited to be with you. This is my second time doing play-by-play, and it's a treat. These kids can really play, and they get very excited, and you've got a great group of folks here who have followed them from Missouri and also from Iowa. All right, we're getting set to kick off here in just a couple of minutes. I know these guys are anxious. We're anxious. You're anxious. And we've got some football to play on a Friday night here at Bishop Miege Field. And here we go. It's a short kick up to about just past the 35. He takes it up past the 35 to the 40, up to the 45, and going to settle in. They'll take him down about the 47-yard line. Number 28, Sheldon, on the return. Iowa will start at 46 to start the ball game. Again, Iowa in the all-black unis with the white helmets, Missouri in the grays. Okay, and Iowa comes out. They got a 2-by-2 formation. Quarterback in the gun. Running back offset to the left. We've got motion coming across. Fake, number 13. That's Middleton. Ian Middleton is kind of stopped initially, but he bounces off a tackle and takes the ball up into Missouri territory. They're having a hard time tackling my man, and I can see why. Ian Middleton takes the ball. Nice run of about 7 to 8 yards on that run. And if they keep giving the ball to him, that's going to be a long day for the Missouri team. Ball into Missouri territory. Ball at the 46 of Missouri. You got a 2nd and 2. Formation is a 2-by-2 formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Shotgun formation. Back in the offset. Right of the quarterback. Ball snap. Middleton with the ball again. Cuts left and is cutting to the open field. He's wide open in the field. He's got a long run. No one seems to be able to. This guy is a truck. He's still going. It's a fantastic run all the way down to the Missouri 9-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Team Iowa. They're going to have a long day trying to tackle Ian Middleton, and he came to play, baby. and goal. Iowa, just inside the 10-yard line, right at about the 9. Same formation, 2 by 2. Tailback offset to the left, quarterback in the gun. Ball snapped, a little high, but he grabbed it, no problem. He's got a seam. He's right into the end zone. Team Iowa, 3 plays, and they're in the end zone. Owen Shelton, number 28, who returned the kick, takes it in for the first score of the night. And that was easy work that Iowa made of the Missouri defense. They're going to have to make some adjustments if they're going to want to stop this Iowa offense. So Iowa will set up for a 2-point conversion. So familiar formation of a 2 by 2 formation. Offset back to the left. High snap. Ball's thrown and caught. Jack Wessel on the 2-point conversion catch. Nice throw and catch. Nice execution by Team Iowa. They're making it look pretty easy here tonight. I know it won't be that way throughout the night. And Missouri will have to answer and answer soon. We'll see what they do here when they get the ball following the kickoff. So it's 8-0 Team Iowa here in the first quarter. We got 8:08 left in the first. Very, very quick work by Team Iowa. Team Missouri looking to answer. You are listening to the 2020 version of the Hall of Fame Academy, Kansas City version, All-Star Tournament, National Championship Tournament. Team Iowa up 8-0 over Team Missouri. 7th graders. These are 7th graders that you're watching here. Let me make that point and be clear on that. Ball is kicked off and received at the 25 up to the 30, 35. Still looking for room. Up now to past the 35 up to about the 38 is where Team Missouri will start its work, and they do have some work to do. We will see what Team Missouri comes out in, the offense that they use to run here as they come and break the huddle. Team Missouri looking a little bit more traditional in their formation, an I formation. Quarterback under center. He throws the ball in a kind of a swing pass, throw it in front of the back, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it looks like Missouri is going to spread that formation out a little bit. Now where you've got kind of what we call a trio formation, 2 receivers right. Quarterback in the gun, long pass out to the sideline is incomplete. And Missouri looks a little bit kind of disheveled here after 2 downs. We've got a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Team Missouri. So after initial kickoff, good field position for Missouri, but they haven't moved the ball on 2 downs. That's 3rd down and 10. Team Missouri, 7th grade, lines up. And they're having a little bit of trouble lining up. You got a tight end right. So you got a power formation right, I formation. Quarterback hands the ball off. Number 4, he scoots around the left end. Okay, he's a quick one. He almost got away and broke that from what might have been a first down. He picked up 5, so it's going to be 4th and 5. And I think it looks like Missouri's going to punt here, but you never know. You never know in these 7th grade games. So, yeah, you got 4th and 5. And they are in punt formation. Ball snap, comes off, kick. And it's a scramble. Everybody's gotten away from it. Eli Robbins was looking to return that, but he had no return on that. And the ball is going to fall dead at the 25-yard line of Team Iowa. They'll start there on the 25. Eli Robbins was set to return that kick. I got a couple little nice tidbits about Eli. He attends Norwalk Junior High School in Norwalk, Iowa. He played Norwalk football 2020 season as a running back and as an outside linebacker. He scored 18 touchdowns in 6 games. We'll continue this in a minute. All right, Team Iowa, new formation for Team Iowa. It looks like what's called a wishbone out of the gun. They've got one single receiver here to the bottom of the field. Ball's handed off to guess who? Mr. Middleton, and he cuts through the middle of the Missouri defense. And, another big run for Mr. Middleton. Mr. Middleton probably already has close to 50 or 60 yards in this game already. That was a huge run, about 17-yard run. 1st and 10. Team Iowa in Missouri territory again at the Missouri 49-yard line. Again, you have this kind of this wishbone gun formation, 3 backs in the backfield along with the quarterback. So you got 4 back. Ball snapped over the quarterback's head, and Iowa falls. It's a smart play by Mr. Shelton. Cohen Shelton just falls on the ball. You recover that. You live to play another down, but you've got a second down and long. 10-yard loss. 2nd and 20. Iowa really having no problems moving the ball. Whether it's on the ground, they can throw the ball, they can run the ball. Again, the shotgun wishbone formation, 3 backs, quarterback in the gun, single receiver here to the bottom of the field. Ball snap, much better snap. Handed off to Eli Robbins. Eli Robbins picks up and makes up for that loss. Picks up about 11 yards. You're going to have a 3rd and 9. Yeah, 3rd and 10. He picks up 10. He gets the 10 back that they lost due to the bad snap. So there you got to see Eli Robbins again. Eli, as I said, had a fantastic year playing Norwalk football. He also plays AAU basketball. He's a guard in the winter and sometimes in summer seasons. And baseball, he's a shortstop and a pitcher. So Eli is quite versatile. Be interested to find out what sport he likes the best. Okay, here we go with a 3rd and 10. Iowa trying to get set here in their formation. Again, it ought to be that gun wishbone set. Single receiver up top. Play action. Ball is thrown out into the flats. Caught. Trying to see the number there. I believe that's Mr. Middleton again. Ian Middleton with the catch. He's catching the ball. He's running with the football. He is earning his lunch tonight. Maybe his dinner. Got a 1st down. Team Iowa doing whatever it wants to at this moment against this Team Missouri defense. Ball is on the 37 of Team Missouri. Looks like Iowa's going to stay with this formation, this wishbone gun formation. Very interesting formation. Single receiver up top of the formation. Ball snapped. Ball's on the ground. They're going to take a loss here. Schmolbach just smartly falls on the ball. Number 3, the quarterback. You've got now a second and 13 for Iowa. So they're taking one step back to take 10 steps forward. It's going to be a second and 13. The best defense Missouri has had so far in this game is Iowa mishandling a couple of snaps. So we got a second and 13 here. 3:19 left in the first quarter. First quarter is flying by. Wishbone gun formation once again. Receiver here to the bottom of the formation. Bottom of your screen. Ball snap. Schulenbach is going to look like he's going to take a quarterback draw. That was a quarterback run. That was a planned run. It didn't do much. You're going to take a loss of another couple of yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 15. So Missouri mounting up a little bit of defense here and looking a little bit more formidable as we get ready to close out this quarter. 2:46 left, clock running.
Tackle on the play by number 3, Jaden Hines.
Missouri is really trying to get its legs underneath it and establish its defense here. Maybe they can get a stop here. That would be huge. 8-0, 8-0 Iowa. Iowa scored early in the quarter on essentially 4 plays. Now Iowa's going to come to the line of scrimmage in a spread formation. 2 receivers up top, single receiver on the bottom, flanker on the bottom, tight end to the bottom. Timeout, though, Iowa. Okay, folks, with this time, I want to welcome everybody. Appreciate you tuning in to our live stream of the Hall of Fame Academy National Championship Tournament, Kansas City, Kansas version. We're at Bishop Miege High School in Kansas City, Kansas. We have a beautiful night here tonight. This is being brought to you in part by the tournament and also by HSPN Sports High School Sports Programming Network. High School Programming Network, that is. HSPNsports.com is where you can find such great content on all things related to high school sports. So Iowa comes out of its timeout, comes into their format, right to the line of scrimmage to line up. Got a slot receiver formation up top. Single receiver down here to the bottom of the field. Single back, gun. Okay, nice snap. Ball comes out quick. Throw is made. Stutter step. 10 yards gained so far. There's going to be a stop right at the sticks. They gain back the yardage they lost earlier in the series. It should be now 4th and about 9. I expect Iowa to come out and try to get this first down. They're on the 38 of Missouri. They're in Missouri territory. They have had such success gaining big chunks of yards. So here they come. Iowa comes out to their formation. You've got 2 tight ends and 2 flankers, single back, gun formation. Running back off to the right. Ball snapped, a little high. Quarterback's coming around the right side. There's not much room there. They've got him pinned down on the sideline, the Missouri sideline. That's going to be a change of downs. So Missouri gets a stop. They picked up about 4 yards there. It's going to leave them short at 4th and short, or 4th and 6, not 4th and short. Missouri will take over on its own 33-yard line. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. It's an 8-0 Team Iowa lead. Team Iowa 7th grade, Team Missouri 7th grade. Missouri made a stop. They've got the football. Good field position. They're on their own 35 to start this drive. This is their second drive of the game. So they come out, and they've come out in pretty much tight formations. They're running with a tight end to the right. Ball snap, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback is rolling out. He's dropped the football. He was rolling out to his right, lost the football, fell back on it. And they're going to lose yardage there. They're all the way back to their own 30 now. So they lost 5, maybe 6 on that. They're back to their own 29. So it is 2nd and 16 for Team Missouri. It's not the way they want to go. They're going in the wrong direction. So here comes Missouri. backs in the backfield, 3 backs in the backfield. Ball snap. Hand off to number 3. It's a good little curve. Oh, he's cut the ball. He's in the open. They're going to get a first down here and more. And more. He's dragged to the ground. Flag comes out. I think they're going to get someone for a horse collar tackle because the defender just grabbed whatever he could. So Missouri is going to gain 25 on that particular play. Nice run. A cutback run by number 3. Ball is all the way into Iowa territory at the 41 of Team Iowa. 1st and 10, their first down. And the quarter is going to run out with that particular play. Into the first quarter, we have an 8-0 lead. Team Iowa, 8-0. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion early in the quarter. Put them up 8-0, but Missouri is driving. They just had a big run, and they got the ball on the Iowa 35. Actually, Iowa 41. So the teams will switch directions. We will start the second quarter. And as we get ready for the second quarter, let me tell you a little bit more about a couple other players with Team Iowa. And I'm hoping I get this name right, because I know if I don't, I'm going to hear about it. But the quarterback, number 3, Quinn Schmulbach, I think I got that right, lives in Clive, Iowa, attends school at St. Francis in West Des Moines, and will attend high school at fellow teammate, Iowa teammates Joe Mosser, Preston Hoffbauer, and in all 3 sports since the 1st grade. So they're obviously good friends. Quinn's grandpa is a 1970 Baltimore Colts Super Bowl champion. That's really interesting, and that's fantastic. So football runs in their blood. Okay, we are ready to start the second quarter. Okay, ball snap. They're setting up to throw. Missouri. Cut by the corner there, number 25. So we got a 2nd and 10. Balls on the 41 of a quarter. Missouri lines up in that tight double tight formation. 2 backs in the backfield, 3 backs in the backfield. It's like a wishbone formation. Ball's handed off to the right running back. He's got a seam. Picks up about 8, maybe 7. It's going to put him at 3rd and 3. And we have got an So we have an injury timeout, folks. 9:30 left in the second quarter. 8-0 Team Iowa. We'll certainly keep an eye out for this young man, see what the injury is, but certainly we hope he's fine. I can't spot the number just yet. But he's starting to sit up here, and he's going to get up, and he's going to walk off on his own power. So big clap for him. Looks like number 31 for Team Missouri. Okay, we're down at 3rd down. Missouri's going to come out with just 3rd and short, under 4 yards to go. Ball's at the 36 of Iowa. So Missouri's been able to move the ball a little bit on the ground here and has looked much better in this second series. So they're going to come out in this wishbone formation themselves. Actually, they'll break that bone, and they'll send a receiver here to the bottom of the screen. Two backs in the backfield. Gun form. The ball bounces back to the quarterback. That's not going to be good because Iowa's all over him. And that's going to be a loss. That's going to put him back behind the sticks. That's going to be a 4th down and 12. They are still inside of Iowa territory at the 42 of Iowa. You're going to have a timeout, and the coach is going to come out and talk it over and find out what he wants to do in this situation with a 4th down and about 11 to go. We were telling you earlier that this is being brought to you by HSPNSports.com, your station, your media outlet for all things high school sports. I think you'll find some interesting stories on the site, on the website, about high school activities and high school sports all around the country. Podcasts can be found there as well, too. So we got a Team Missouri timeout, 8:46 left in the second quarter. You got an 8-0 Iowa lead. Missouri trying to figure this thing out and see if they can't keep the ball moving. Okay, Missouri comes out. They're going to spread this formation out. First time we've seen them in a 2-by-2 gun formation. Ball snapped. Good snap. Ball's dropped by the quarterback. He's going to roll right. A little frantic. He's going to let it go. Ball gets in the air, and it's caught, but the official is saying he's out of bounds. That's amazing, because it sure looked like he might have been in bounds. That was a great throw and a great catch. It just wasn't in bounds. So that's going to be a turnover. The ball is going to turn back over to Iowa. Incomplete pass brings the ball back up to the 41 of Iowa. Iowa will take over. Iowa will take over at their own 41. And as Iowa comes out, they break the huddle. Probably going to see them spread the formation. And they do. It's a 2-by-2 formation. Schmoll back in the gun. Back there with Middleton off to his left. Got motion coming across. Ball is handed off in a jet sweep motion. And a nice run there. Eli Robbins with the run on the jet sweep. He picks up about 7. Make it 6. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 47-yard line at the Iowa. Two-by-2 formation, jet motion. Ball's given off to Middleton. He breaks a tackle. He's been doing this the whole game. He breaks another tackle, and the big fella is down the sideline. I don't think he's going to be stopped. He's not. That is a 52-yard run, 53-yard run. He's just a load to handle. Ian Middleton, 54-yard run, actually, for an Iowa score. No rags on the carpet, as they say. Iowa will line up for a 2-point conversion. They will be in a 2-by-2 formation. Very familiar. Ball is snapped. Ball is thrown out into the flats. Nice ball, and that's a convert. 2-point conversion. Ball is caught, dropped. but it counts. So Iowa picks up 2 more on the 2-point conversion. Very simple pitch and catch to the flats, what they did the last time they converted on their conversion. So now we've got a 16-0 team Iowa lead. Right now seemingly commanding at 16-0, 7:37 left in the second quarter. So Missouri will start on their own 30 after the return. It was a very short return, short kick. Still good field position for Missouri. They can do something here, put things together, and maybe make a run at this thing before the half is over. So let's see what they do. Let's see what they come out in. Missouri approaches the line of scrimmage. Formation, a little slow to get to. The quarterback will be in the gun. He's got a running back. The running back is off to the left. Oh, the ball is snapped over his head. That's going to be bad. They are going to lose another 10 yards. And we're going to have a 2nd and 20. And there's this is just unfortunate for Missouri as they go backwards on this. Actually, it's a loss of about 14 yards. So Missouri is looking a little disheveled here. Time ticking away here in this first half. 6:57 left. Missouri breaks the huddle. Slow to get the line of scrimmage. Trying to see the formation here. We're going to have a double tight end set. You got a wide receiver here to the bottom of the screen. Running back, ball snapped. And that ball is thrown out into the left flat. Just some running around. Not much there. That's going to be another loss of about 3 yards. So everything going backwards for Team Missouri. So you're going to have 3rd down and a bunch. Third down at about 24, 25 yards to go. What do you call on 3rd down and 25? A prayer. All right, here we go. Missouri breaks the huddle. Looks like they're going to try to spread the formation out a little bit. You got a tight end lined up right, flanker right, tight end left, single back in the backfield. Ball snapped. Handed off to the running back. He's got a nice little seam. He's quick. Picks up maybe 5. And we're going to have a 4th down and long at about 20, 4th and 20. And I would assume that this ball is going to be kicked. Clock is running. Missouri will line up to punt the football. Looks like Eli Robbins deep for Iowa to return. He's got to be careful here. This is going to be dangerous. This kick is short. It's going to be excellent field position for Iowa. He's going to field it cleanly. He's got a seam. He picks up about a nice return. Although we got a flag on the ground on the return. Might be a block in the back. It's a nice return, about 10 yards for Eli. Let's see what the call is. It is a block in the back. It's going to come back. It's going to bring that ball another 10 yards back. They're going to stay in Missouri territory. Ball is going to be at the 48 of Missouri. Iowa will start its next drive here. 4:35 left in the half. 16-0. Iowa is off to a rip-roaring start. They come, break the huddle, a 2-by-2 formation. Double slot. Middleton in the backfield next to Schmolbach. You got fly motion. Eli Robbins, fly motion. Ball thrown out in the flat to Middleton. They don't want to tackle the guy. They don't want to tackle him. That is a pickup of about 20. Ball will be spotted at the 30 of Missouri. That's a first down. And it's Middleton. It is pass to Middleton. Get him out there where he can run and see if somebody can bring him to the ground. They have not done a good job of doing that. No one has. All right, we got a 1st and 10, ball on the 30 of Missouri. 4 minutes left in the half. 2-by-2 formation, ball snapped in the gun. Ball handed off to the back off the left side. Cohen Shelton carrying the football off to the left. Picks up about 3-4 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and looks like 4. It looks like he picked up 6. So it'll be a 2nd and 6. 3:30 left in the half. 16-0. Iowa leads it. Iowa looking to drive and put the score on the board one more time before the half is out. Iowa comes out in a 2-by-2, double slot formation. Quarterback in the gun, running back to the left. That's Cohen Shelton in the backfield. Ball snap. Going to be a pass. Schmolbach lets it go. We got a wide open man. Touchdown, Iowa. Fantastic throw. You know how difficult it is for a quarterback at any level to roll to his left, a right-handed quarterback, roll to his left, set up, get his shoulder square, and put the ball on the money. And that's exactly what he did. A 30-yard connection and 30 yards throw for Schmolbach. It's a 22-0 Iowa lead. Iowa sets up for another 2-point conversion. They've been successful on their first 2. And as they line up here, we're going to see it's a 2-by-2 formation. Actually, 2 receivers right, single receiver up to the left. Ball throws the ball up. So another 2-point conversion. It's a 24-0, 24-0 Iowa lead. Well, Missouri's got time to they really need to mount something successful here before the quarter ends. It would give them at least some sense of accomplishment. And so they've got time to do that. Let's see if they're able to put something together with 2:59 left in the quarter and left in the half. So Missouri lines up, set to kick it off. It's short, lands at about the 30. Hits a Missouri play. That ball's live. That ball's going to be picked up by Iowa. That ball's live. When it hits you like that, you have to go after it. It hit a Missouri up back. He made no attempt to go get the football, and Iowa, sharp as heck, just jumps on the ball, which is what they should do. So Iowa is really, they're rolling on all cylinders here. They are going to get the ball again inside of Missouri territory. They recover that like it was an onside kick at the 34 of Missouri. So here comes Team Iowa again. Schmolbach gets the line up in the gun with Middleton in the backfield. They're in that gun wishbone. Again. Ball snapped. Ball's handed off to Middleton. He cuts left, and they got a body on him this time. Nice tackle. Middleton gets about 6, though. We got a second. Yeah, he picks up 4. You got a 2nd and 6. 2:12 left in the half. 24-0 Iowa with the football again, driving again, and just absolutely operating almost perfectly. They break the huddle. Iowa comes out. They'll be in that wishbone gun once again. Got a receiver here to the bottom of the screen, bottom of the formation. One single receiver. Schmolbach takes the ball, hand it off. It's a run to the right, and no one stopped him. He's made a couple cuts. He's going to take that ball all the way in the end zone. He's had a nice day as well, too. It is now 30-0 Team Iowa as they line up for what looks to be another 2-point conversion. So you've seen Iowa do a couple things. They've done it on the ground. Obviously, they've had great success running the football. Schmolbach has thrown the ball well as well, going right or going left. It's a nice display of great football by Team Iowa, 7th grade. 2-point conversion. They're lined up once again in that gun wishbone formation. A receiver here at the bottom of the formation. Ball snapped, handed off in the and he's going to walk right in. Eli Robbins walks right in for the 2-point conversion. We now have a 32-0 ball game. Iowa out in front. Okay, well, we've got a whole game, what seems like a whole game. So Iowa set to line up in kickoff formation. Again, they've done that a lot already this first half. Missouri in their last return, the ball hit one of their players, and then Iowa recovered. That led to their 4th score of the half. So I know they'll be a little bit more aware on this return. Ball set to be kicked off. Ball's kicked all the way down to the 25, 27, out to the 30. He's running backwards. And that will be down at the 25. Missouri will start on their own 25 with the clock running down very quickly. I doubt they'll get a snap off before the half. We're going to go into the half with Team Iowa up 32-0 at the half. We'll see if Missouri can mount up something as they come back to half. 32-0. We're going to halftime. Stay with us. We'll bring you the second half. I did get your feedback that the sound was a little bit low. I hope this will work a little bit better for you. So we've adjusted that and hopefully made the right adjustment. Hopefully you can hear me well now as I'm looking at some of our levels, and it looks to be a lot better. So hopefully you're getting better sound now. In about 2.5 minutes before we start this second half. Thought maybe you might enjoy hearing a little bit about Mr. Ian Middleton, since he is absolutely on fire for Team Iowa. I know he's probably, I don't know what his total numbers are right now, but he's well over 100 yards for the game. But Ian Middleton, Team Iowa, 7th grade, he's 5'7", 230 pounds. That explains a lot. His parents are Wayne and Catherine Middleton. He has 4 siblings, one older brother, Alex, who's in the Army. God bless you. Cam is 17, Royce 11, Hallie, his sister, is 7 years old. He loves any and all sports, and he's a natural at everything sports related. He particularly loves football, we can definitely tell that, but plays basketball and also runs track. I know he's a terror on the basketball court, I'm sure. In his free time, he loves to play video games and anything that involves running around. And he's mostly quiet and reserved until he starts to compete at something, then he gets pretty fierce. He loves the Seattle Seahawks, okay, and Russell Wilson. He would have loved it. Yesterday I had my Seattle Seahawks hat on here in Kansas City, which is kind of, I'm thinking it's kind of a no-no. I did get a couple funny looks from people, but I don't care. I like the Seahawks. And so I'm glad to hear that Ian likes the Seahawks and Russell Wilson as well, too. Loves Steph Curry and LeBron James. Those are two, each one of those guys are certainly ones that you want to kind of idolize a little bit and emulate. Quite certainly, those are 3 excellent role models to look at. So as we wind down and get ready, I hope you guys are able to hear me okay. I've made an adjustment in our sound. I appreciate the feedback. It certainly helps to know what's working and what's not working. So as we get ready here to start the second half, we've got a 32-0 Iowa lead to start the ball game.
We are a competitive advantage clock. As long as the deficit is 24 points or greater, the clock will continue to run unless there is an injury or an official's timeout.
So you may have heard that on the PA. We are in a competitive clock situation. So as long as there's a 24-point lead maintained, the clock will run. It will stop for injuries and I believe out of bounds, and that's it. So we'll see what advantage that gives Iowa. That usually is a big advantage, obviously, to the team that's up. So Iowa will receive the football for the second half here. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Iowa will be kicking the ball off to Missouri. Iowa set up in the black unis, all black unis, going left to right. Missouri coming right to left. Missouri's coming left to right. I'll get my left and right corrected here.
9, Steven Anderson back to return from Missouri.
Iowa set to kick. Ball's kicked. Ball's down to the 25. Picked up at the 18. Number 22 running across the wide side of the field. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's lost the football. It looks like Iowa recovered, but I can't be sure. Let's see what the official says. Okay, that's Missouri football.
They'll start their drive from their own 22-yard line.
And Missouri will set up here for the second half. Their first drive of the second half, they'll set up at their own 21. Decent field position. Again, it looks like I thought the clock should be running. Actually, I guess it will start. Yeah, they're winding the clock. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, Missouri comes out, I formation. Receiver at the bottom, the ball snapped. Quarterback was under center. It's a nice little run to start the second half here. Right down the center of Iowa's defense. It's a nice gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards. Nice start to the second half for Missouri. They want to have a couple positives here. They can get a couple first downs and get in a position to score. That'll be a positive. So we got a second down. Actually gained 8 on that. What's wrong with my eyes? 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Ball snapped. Handed off to the tailback. It's a nice little cut. Off the left side, little off tackle run. He's going to pick up the first down. It looks like here. That is a first down. Chains move. Clock still runs, though.
Trey Smith handing off to number 15, Bennett Armstead.
Ball now up to the 35.
That's good for Team Missouri. First down.
Missouri at their own 35. First down. With the clock running. 8:13 in this third quarter. Iowa with a commanding 32-0 lead. Missouri breaks the huddle. They are going to come out. Tight end is going to line up to the right. Double tight end formation, actually. Flanker to the right. 2 backs. Shotgun formation. Quarterback is looking to run the football. That's a design run for the quarterback, but they're going to lose a couple on that. A 2-yard loss.
Jay Smith on the quarterback keeper.
Jay Smith keeping the football, looking for somewhere to run, nowhere to go. Going to lose a yard on that. It's going to have a second down and 11.
Brought down by a host of Iowa tacklers in the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Missouri.
Missouri needs to kind of step it up here in terms of time with the clock running, and it's kind of a slow process here. But here they go, lined up, 2 receivers right. Tight end at the top of the formation, running back in the gun. Quarterback looking to throw. Pressure. And that looks like, trying to see who's on that tackle.
25, Jay Smith, drop back to throw.
That's going to be a loss. It's going to be a sack. Yeah, Ian Middleton. Who else?
That'll bring up.
That's a loss of 7. It's going to be a 3rd and about 17, 18 to go, actually. 3rd and 18 for Team Missouri, down 32-0. Third quarter, clock running. We're on a competitive clock. That clock will continue to run as long as there are a 24-point deficit. Missouri breaks the huddle. You got a double tight end formation. I formation in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Ball snaps. Going to be tossed. I think that was supposed to actually go to the running back, but tailback. But it goes to the fullback, and there's nothing there. We're going to have a 4th down. No gain. Actually, a loss of a yard.
The fullback takes the toss.
And you've really got 4th and 10. It looks like that's the case. That's going to probably result in a punt.
Team Missouri in punt formation. Number 1, Eli Robbins back to return.
Eli Robbins, ball snapped. They get the kickoff. They do. Not a bad punt. That ball's going to drop just inside the 50 and be downed at the 47. Iowa's going to be in great field position once again in Missouri territory on the Missouri 47. 1st and 10. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Clock is running.
47-yard line.
There's obviously no rush for Team Iowa. They're in full command of this football game. Missouri comes out. Oh, I'm sorry, Iowa comes out. Let's see what we got. Do we got a clock stoppage? What do we got? Timeout.
Iowa.
Team Iowa. Next up here on our HSPN Sports live stream, it'll be a 6th grade division game between Team Indiana and Team Kansas. Both teams are already here, warmed up, and we'll be ready to start that game pretty much on time. .437 left in the third quarter. It's all Team Iowa. They have done it running the football, mostly Ian Middleton. He's been really, really tough to stop. He's a good-sized kid at 5'7", 230 pounds, so that's been a real load for Team Missouri. He's been a problem. Okay, here comes Team Iowa, lined up. 2-by-2 formation, gun formation, back offset to the left. Fly motion ball is handed off in a fly sweep. Coming around the left side, you got a seam on the left side. He is down the field. I'm going to get the number for you.
Owen Shelton takes the handoff and runs it all the way inside Missouri's 10-yard line.
That was Shelton with a fantastic run. Good 40 yards down inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for Team Iowa. Iowa comes out in a 2-by-2 formation, ball just inside the 10. It's 1st and goal once again for Team Iowa. Offset back to left. Sheldon off to the left. We got a, I got to compliment both teams. There have been very few penalties. That might have only been the 3rd penalty of the entire game. So it's been a nice, clean game. Both teams have played clean. It's just been a kind of a one-sided affair. So that's a procedure call on Iowa to move it back 5 yards. It's 1st and goal from the 15. Looks like Evan Jones with the ball and with the carry. I believe that's Evan Jones with a run to the right. And he runs it all the way in, 15-yard carry. Evan Jones with the carry. That's the first time we've called his name, I believe, tonight. And he runs it in from 15 yards out for another Iowa touchdown, 38-0. So Iowa will come out and line up for a 2-point conversion. Oh, no, I take that back. Shock, surprise here. It will be an extra point attempt. Uh-oh, that always is tough if the snap's not there. Oh, boy. Okay, that was a little sloppy.
Number 22, Zay Flanagan making the point after stop.
So a bad snap, mishandled. He did the best he could to handle it. It was not a good snap. These situations require the perfect snap, hold, and then make the kick. Well, the snap wasn't good. Hold was tough, and so therefore no kick and no conversion. That will hold the score at 38-0 Iowa. With time ticking away here in the third quarter. Again, it's a running clock, so you probably see that. And you don't see it, but I will give it to you. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Iowa up, commanding 38-0 lead. It's an opportunity for Iowa to get several players into the game, one way or the other. Special teams. You saw that they lined up and tried to kick an extra point. It's always good to do that. Iowa set to kick off.
Get your heart in the game.
Ball's kicked. Fairly deep. That'll dribble all the way down to the 25. Ball's picked up. Run right just for a couple of yards, and that will set up Missouri at their own 20, their own 29 to start this series. Time ticking away here. We're under 1 minute, and the clock is running. Will they get a playoff here before the third quarter comes to an end? We're under 40 seconds here. I'm not so sure they will. We'll see. So Missouri huddled up here on their own 29-yard line to start this series of what should be the last play of the third quarter if they get this off before the clock goes out. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Yeah, they're close. 13 seconds left. Okay, it's been difficult for them to line up. Not really. It's a tight double receiver formation. Ball snap back to the quarterback. He's going to pick it up and try to throw it here. And that ball may be almost intercepted.
Number 5, Trey Smith.
That was Eli Robbins who broke up that pass. Great coverage. And that's going to end the third quarter. 38-0, Team Iowa. As we go into the fourth quarter, we'll change sides here real quickly, and the clock will stop momentarily.
The fourth quarter, the score: Team Iowa 38, Team Missouri 0.
And teams prepare to switch ends to start the fourth quarter. It'll probably be a very quick quarter with the clock running. Okay, a little pick-me-up here by Team Missouri. Look like they're ready to get out there and make an effort of it in this fourth quarter. Certainly like to see that. It's great to see these young men out here and out here and having some success. It's always tough, you know, when you're a little bit behind, but they are playing pretty good football. At least it's not been a lot of mistakes made, not a lot of penalties on either team. Let's see what Missouri does here as they line up. We've got two receivers left, single receiver right. Ball snapped in the gun. Roll out to the right and looks to throw the ball. He's throwing it into coverage. That's going to be intercepted. That's going to be intercepted. Return to the right side of the field, coming down the sideline. No one has touched him yet. Trying to see who that was.
Smith's pass is intercepted. Number 28, Cohen Shelton.
That's intercepted by number 28, Shelton. Nice return of about 35 yards. It's going to bring it into Missouri territory right at the 22 of Missouri. So another big play for Iowa.
Team Iowa will take over from Missouri's 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, Iowa comes out in that familiar 2-by-2 formation. Two receivers left, two receivers right. Shotgun formation, back offset to the right. Yeah, fly motion. Ball's handed off to the right. to the slot back. That's Preston Hofbauer. Preston Hofbauer takes it all the way down to about the 14. So he gets 8 out of that. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Nice run by Mr. Hofbauer. So you got 2nd and 2, 8:25 left in the game, 38-0 Iowa. Missouri being urged to come on and play defense and get a stop here. And I'm sure they'll make every effort to do that. Iowa comes out probably in their 2-by-2 formation. It looks like that will be the case. Or are they in a different mode? 2 backs in the backfield, shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. Ball snapped, ball handed off. There's going to be flags on this because people were moving all over the place. So this ball is coming back likely.
Armand Williams runs in the touchdown for Team Iowa. There is a flag.
No one for Iowa was set on that play. No one.
Looks like false start on the offense. That'll bring that touchdown back.
It's a false start. We're going to bring it back 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 with a false start penalty. Again, now that we're in competitive clock time, that clock will keep running despite the penalties. Ball's going to come back 5 extra yards. Should be 2nd and 7. And it's going to move the ball back to the just inside the 20, about the 19 of Missouri. Formation, 2 backs in the backfield, left and right of the shotgun quarterback, 2 receivers, spread, ball snap, handed off, inside run. That looked like Armand Williams, but yep, that was Armand Williams with the carry. I believe that's his first carry. And he runs wide to the left, picks up about 3 or 4. We're going to have a 3rd down and about 4 yards left. So 3rd and 4, 6 minutes left in the game, 38-0 Iowa. Ball at the Missouri 11. 16, I'm sorry, at the 16. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Ball's handed off very easily, coming to the right. Okay, nice cut. Nice cut, and it looks like he's going to take that into the end zone. That was Evan Jones into the end zone. Or just shy? Oh, they marked him just shy. Looked like he got in. Got a yard shy. That'll be 1st and goal. Evan Jones on that carry. So we've got a 1st and goal at the 1, 5:16 left in the ball game. Clock's ticking. 2 backs in the backfield. In a shotgun formation. 2 receivers, left and right. Ball snapped. Ball's thrown. Pasa, a break. Okay, Missouri broke the ball up there.
Number 77, Everett Hickman's pass is incomplete.
So new quarterback in the game. You may have heard that, Everett Hickman, number 77.
Number 43, Shea Burns.
.430 left in the ball game. 2nd and goal. Split receiver, split backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. Receiver left and right. Ball snap. Hickman, ball's carried right into the end zone.
Touchdown, Iowa.
That was Armand Williams carrying the football into the end zone.
Armand Williams.
I believe that's his 2nd score. He's scored now twice in this half.
Team Iowa 44, Team Missouri 0.
It is 44-0 Iowa. Let's see if they'll line up and attempt this extra point. Although I do see number 77, Everett Hickman, coming back in the game. So maybe we're going 2-point conversion here. The heck with the extra point conversion. That didn't last long. All right, we got shotgun formation, split backfield. Receiver up top, receiver at the bottom. Ball snapped. Oh, Hickman's going to try taking it. Okay, he tried taking it himself and was downed short of the goal line. Only got about a yard. So Missouri holds up. Stops the 2-point conversion. So we got a 44-0 score. Clock running, 3 minutes left in this ball game. Missouri set to kick this off, going left to right, or Iowa set to kick this off, going left to right. Missouri will receive the ball coming right to left. You'd really like to see, another time is dwindling, you'd really love to see Missouri have a little success, see if they can mount something up in these 2 minutes here. Likewise, Iowa, I'm sure, would love to shut them out. So here we go. Kickoff is ready. Ball is ready. Teed up, ready to go. Ball is kicked. Lands at the 30. Oh, that's a fumble. He drops back on it. Actually picks up 5 yards. So they'll start this drive at their own 35-yard line. Missouri will.
Number 9, Steven Anderson, recovers the kickoff. Missouri will start their drive from their own 35-yard line.
Missouri might be lucky to get 2 or maybe 3 plays off. They're going to have to hustle, though, with 1:22 left. That clock is dwindling. 44-0, Iowa leads it. Fourth quarter. And we're down to about a minute. And the ball, they're not even in the huddle yet.
Our next game will feature a 6th grade matchup between Team Indiana and Team Kansas.
Okay. We've got some type of instruction going on the Missouri sideline with the quarterback, but they've got to go quick here. They're going to get 1 play off, and that's going to be it. Down to 40 seconds. I assume it'll be some kind of Hail Mary pass.
So you'll have to provide the chain game.
See what happens. Missouri slow to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback will be under center here. Split backs in the backfield. Single receiver up top. 19 seconds. And that ball is going to be downed. That was surely in the ball game. That's going to run the clock out. On defense, obviously, and really kind of explosive and powerful on offense. And it was a very commanding lead. And, of course, due to COVID, what you do here, you see the teams, what they will do is simply line up and across each of the sidelines and tip a cap to each other. I think that's good. I think that's great sportsmanship. Take their helmets off and give a good heads up to the opposing team. And that's all you can do with COVID. And that will end our ball game, our first game out of the gate. 7th grade team, Iowa, wins it 44-0.